Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome to Friday Favorites and Flops. Hope you all had a good week. My week was a mixed bag of either things went my way or they did not, but I believe that's probably called just life. So, you know, the things that didn't go my way, that's fine. I'll get over it. I promise. No, like no big, like it's just like everyday stuff, right? Like sometimes you can handle it really well and sometimes you're like, effing hate everything. You can't just everything go my way all the time. It's very spoiled, entitled attitude. I try not to have that attitude very often, but sometimes, you know, a nice little pity party is fun. But all in all, I think I had a very productive week and I'm looking forward to this weekend. We are going to be hanging out with some friends from the neighborhood. We're all going to do dinner together, which I think is really nice. That's one of the things that I really have come to appreciate since moving here 4 years ago to this particular neighborhood is everybody's really nice. We've made some really great friends on the street here and it's just a great place. Like our old neighborhood was nothing like this. And I just, you know, like I used to like watch neighborhoods like this on TV where like people would say hi to each other. Like we never did that at our old house. Like we said hi to the people that were like right next door to us, but because we had to, you know, because like you'd be walking to your car and they'd be walking to theirs and it was just awkward if you didn't say hi. But in this neighborhood, like it feels there's a totally different vibe. Like the vibes in the different neighborhoods are crazy, but this place has a good vibe and I really appreciate it. So high five to my neighborhood, I guess, for being awesome. Good job, neighborhood. All right, you guys. I have Friday favorites and flops to share with you and I have some good stuff this week. I have some updates from my haul video that I did on Monday. I needed just an easy video to get used to dealing with this camera. I pushed some buttons and so I really hope that this turns out. We'll see. We'll see if my computer even takes the footage. But now I have this like this box around my face that is like tracking me. I don't know how that box got there, but that's gonna irritate me. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that off there. Let's get into the faves. Links to everything will be in the description box down below. And let's start with perfume because you guys know that I love the smells. Now, during the summer, I either love light fruity scents, in the case of this bad boy right here, or like really heavy oppressive scents because I'm trying to like, I don't know, speak to the weather gods and have them bring some rain. I don't know. This is the Comptoir Sud Pacifique Vanille Apricot. I love these Comptoir Sud Pacifique fragrances. Just all of them that I've ever smelled are quite delicious. But the apricot one is so pretty for this time of year. The vanilla that's in here is it's basically like a mix of a really nice, fresh, juicy, sweet apricot mixed with their Vanilla Extreme, which the Vanilla Extreme to me just smells like vanilla cake. It's delicious. If you've never tried that one and you want to smell like cake, get it. It's so good. These are only eau de toilettes. But I find that these last a decently long while on me. And I also, like, a lot of times I spray these, like, onto my clothing as well. And they last a long time on my clothes. Man, I wish you could smell this. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I used to buy these at Sephora. I don't think the line is at Sephora anymore. I'll have to see where you can get it now. But if you've never tried them, these are fabulous. The Vanilla Blackberry is beautiful as well. That is to me, it's a dupe for Falling in Love from Philosophy. Falling in Love is what I wore on my wedding day. So that Vanilla Apricot is kind of a good cruelty-free dupe for me. Although I will say I do allow myself to repurchase that particular fragrance from Philosophy, even though they're not cruelty-free, because it has such a like sentimental meaning to me. You know, having worn that on my wedding day, it brings back those super happy memories for me. So I still do purchase that, but it's nice to also have the alternative from Comptoir Sud Pacifique as well. So, oh man, I have smelled so good this week, you guys. This is the new Hemp's Buttercream Birthday Cake Herbal Body Moisturizer. If you want to smell like buttercream birthday cake with me, you should get this. It's so delicious. I think these are still on sale. I bought this one on sale, so hopefully they still are. Again, I'll link it down below. But this, just the Hemp's body moisturizers in general are some of my favorite because the texture of them, they have this really nice lotiony texture that just absorbs very quickly into the skin, but it doesn't compromise on like the moisturizing properties like at all. They're just very, very hydrating. I love to put this on straight out of the shower, like before I even fully dry myself off, especially after I shave my legs because, and I'm feeling my legs right now, they're so soft, like so hydrated, but not greasy. Like I don't look at my legs and think, wow, what a greasy mess. And I'm wearing a dress today, so I don't want them to look greasy because I also don't want to get that all over my furniture when I'm sitting. But this fast absorbing, non-greasy, smells like $1,000,000, and I love it. It is delicious. You should try it. You should totally try it, especially if it's still on sale. Get it. All right, let's do some hair. All right, so in my haul video on Monday, I shared some hair stuff. I picked up some hair stuff. That's what I did. So I've been using those products this week. I had one day where I put way too many of the things into my hair and I had a terrible hair day. It was so like just heavy and like my hair just wouldn't do anything. It was awful. That's fine. Lesson learned. Sometimes I go overboard. But today I'm wearing this combination in my hair and I really like it a lot. So this is the IGK Big Time Volume and Thickening Mousse. Double the volume and double the thickness. Now, would I say double? No. But really nice, touchable, everyday volume and texture for my hair. Really like this mousse a lot. It's not a heavy mousse. It's more lightweight. You can really easily work it into the hair and it's not crunchy or drying to the hair at all. Like my hair still feels super, super soft. And then I've been using the Grow Gorgeous Intense Thickening Spray. You can actually use this on wet or dry hair, but I've been using it on my wet hair. So I put on my heat protectant, I put on my mousse, I put on my thickening spray. And then I blow dry my hair upside down and then I flip it over. And this is my hairdo. I did have some requests to do like a blow dry routine, that sounds like a weird word right now. It's not, that's a word. I think I might try to do that for you guys next week just to show you how like mind numbingly simple my like blow dry routine is. I feel like people are going to assume that I like round brush or, you know, like just do stuff to, I don't do stuff to my hair at all. I literally put the stuff in, I flip it upside down and I blow dry it. And I occasionally like will brush through it so that I don't get tangles while I'm blow drying because that happens when you have fine thin hair. So yeah, that's it. And then I flip it over and this is what it is. So I'll still do it. I'll do the video because I think it would just be one of those, like I can just always reference it because there's always questions like, how do you do your hair? How do you get it to do that? And it's like, I don't even do anything. So, but I'll show you guys in a video. You can blow dry your hair with me. Anyway, these two are fabulous. If you've never tried them, highly recommend. I do really like the added texture that the thickening spray especially gives me. Plus this one smells amazing. If you don't like a strong smell or fragrance, like a strong earthy type fragrance, I would not touch this Intense line from Grow Gorgeous, but I love it. It's so good. But yeah, I totally see myself repurchasing both of these things already. I think they're great. All right, makeup, what? Okay, let's do some skincare. Next week I have plans to do a updated, like, not skincare routine, but like skincare updates. So things that I've recently added into my skincare routine that I just thought I'd fill you guys in on. So I recently added some new Glow Recipe products, and one of the ones that has really stood out to me as like, this is kind of amazing, is their Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. Have you tried this? You should. So soothing. I've been going a little ham once again. I do this periodically where I just, many nights in a row, will use my tretinoin, and while my skin is fairly acclimated to it, it can still get dry, especially if I am doing tretinoin every single night. But when I pair my tretinoin with this on top, there's no dryness. It just is great skin. It's great skin. And it's not dry or flaky. So I really like this a lot. The Glow Recipe line in general, I've had some pretty great success with. So you'll see a few of their products coming up in that video next week. But this one by far is, I feel like we have a new favorite. This is really nice. Okay, I love this SPF. I know I've mentioned it a few times now. I was using it quite a bit this week. I have just been alternating between this and my beloved Resist. But the Tula Probiotics and Superfoods Mineral Magic SPF 30 this is fabulous, especially if normally tinted sunscreens don't, let me throw that, don't work super well for you because they have more of like just this neutral tint, and some tints are just straight up, wait, does it need to be in, oh, look, the little square is, there we go. God, I don't know what I'm doing. This is dumb. Anyway, it's just tinted in a more neutral shade or much warmer, no, much cooler, I guess. Neutral to cool, that's what I usually find. But this is really nice yellow undertone to it, and it just works like a charm with my particular skin tone, and it absorbs very quickly into the skin, and it just leaves the nicest finish. It's just beautiful. It just whooshed into the skin, sets fairly quickly. Within 15 minutes, I am definitely ready to like go in with my makeup. No problems at all. It's just great. I don't know. If you like trying new SPFs and you haven't tried this one, I feel like I haven't heard a ton of people talking about it, but it's great. This is, yeah. Tula, you did it. Good job. I'll be repurchasing that for sure. Like, I just really like it a lot. Okay, let's do some makeups. Hourglass Veil Eye Primer. So good. I love this one. It's much thicker than a lot of the other eye primers that I use. Most of the other eye primers that I've used in the past have a much more like silicone feel to them. This is thicker. It's almost like, I would almost call this like a thick paste type texture. Like, do you see how like thick it is? And it just, first of all, a little bit goes a long way. So that little tiny bit would have been enough for both of my eyelids. You need the tiniest amount. This will last you forever. I know with something like this, people are gonna look at the price point and be like, absolutely not. But it's gonna last you so long. You use so little of it. I don't know. I think some things, especially primer type products, I think are worth splurging on because that's kind of the base of your makeup. Like, if you have a good eye primer, you can use garbage eyeshadows. They'll look a heck of a lot better, right? Not saying that there's a lot of garbage eyeshadows in the world, but you know, you can use eyeshadows that maybe aren't quite as vibrant just on their own. This intensifies the vibrancy, it extends the wear. If you have oily lids, it just doesn't even allow that oil to come through at all, so you don't have that creasing in your like crease, if you will, in your eye crease. My eyelids are so oily, you guys. Even on days where I really don't wear much makeup, if I'm just putting on SPF, I always put on an eye primer as well because I just hate having that like greasy, oily film on my lids, and it just is there. If I do not put the primer on, it's just there. But this is fantastic. I think I actually like the texture of this better than the Viseart, so I might just be repurchasing this one in the future. But the Viseart I think is a great option as well. Blush this week. I have really been enjoying a nice brighter blush, so I've been using this. Now, you can't get it anymore. It's a discontinued brand, but it's Marc Jacobs. Man, why did he have to go away with his makeup? I know he's still around, but like, why do away with the makeup? The makeup was so great from this line. I loved it, especially these air blushes. I have, I think, every shade except for one of them. This is the air blush in Lush and Libido. So this is what I have on my little cheekies here today. So vibrant and fun and pretty. This is like a fuchsia pink with a lot, I wouldn't say a lot of purple, but there's definitely some purple in here. It's so pretty, and I like how it just like livens up the face. You put this on, how can you not be happy when you have a happy blush? It's not possible. It is possible. I can make anything possible. Like, I can be miserable in the happiest makeup. and then look like garbage and just be like, I'm pleased as punch. Anyway, all right, let's keep going with the makeup. Lightweight signature lipstick from Merit in the shade Baby. This is not new to you guys at all. I've talked this to death, but I was grabbing it this week, so it's my fave. This shade is a really beautiful, neutral, nice, rosy nude brown. It's gorgeous. This is all that I have on my lips. It's just this lipstick, and it just looks so natural. It's basically kind of my lip color, but better, which is the dream lipstick, right? Like you just get your lip color, but slightly better. More uniform, just nice and even. I love lipstick. I love applying lipstick. I go either hardcore with gloss or hardcore with lipstick. There is no in between. This is fabulous. If you've never tried these, if you like a nice opaque coverage lipstick, check these out. Their color range is not huge. Like it's a very small color range, but if you can find a color that works for you, these are absolutely worth investing in. This is a fabulous formula. This is probably one of my like favorite lipstick formulas. So good. All right, last thing we are going to talk about today is the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil, but pressed. Okay, you see the pan I've hit on this bad boy? I love it so much. I have always loved the Original Mineral Veil with like the translucent format. Not translucent, what am I thinking? Loose. The loose format where it's just like in the tub. That's messy. I don't love that, but it's a great, fantastic setting powder. So now they have this pressed version here, and I have it in translucent because that is the color that I am. So I've been using the actual puff that comes with it. So I put on my SPF, my Tula SPF, let that really absorb into my skin for like 15-20 minutes. Then I come in here and I take this powder puff and I press it over the SPF, and then I do my powder foundation. This is something I've done for a long time with setting powder. Like this is not new in terms of like a technique. I've been doing this for a long time, but I've only been doing it with this particular powder for a few weeks, and I really like how it, one, really sets the SPF, but then also the rest of my makeup glides on so smoothly afterwards. And I just don't become oily as early in the day as when I don't do this. So even though I wear powder foundation, it is still better for me to put on like a setting powder first. It just extends the wear of my powder foundation so much longer into the day. Now, I've tried it to where I use the setting powder over top of the powder foundation, and I feel like it's not quite as good. I don't go in with more setting powder on top of the powder foundation. That's just the last step, that's it. And then I put on blush and contour and all that stuff. But using this particular product in combination with the SPF that I've been using has just been it's been a great combination for me, and I really like the look of my skin. It helps to fill in the pores just a little bit more. Just makes my skin look really smooth, and again, holds the oil at bay, which is key. That's key. All right, you guys, that's everything that I have for you today. Yeah, let me know what you were loving this past week. Let me know if you have any questions. Check out where to find all of this stuff in the description box down below. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Stay cool. If it's toasty where you're at, it's toasty for most of us, so hope you stay cool. And if you guys are interested in some home fragrance stuff, stay tuned for this weekend because there's some stuff coming up. All right, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.